Okay, so my funniest moment during the whole journey was the night after the semi-finals, because that was the only night that the girls were, we 9 finalists were together. So we had a lot of fun in terms of like, because we were back home, I mean back to the place, the accommodation like after 12. So we were just having fun. We were dancing, we were cracking jokes, and then we were making fun of each other. And I'll never forget the times where we were like bullying each other, just fun, just for fun. And the best part about these girls that they do not take anything to heart, and they just take it for fun. So when you are sisters, you make joke, you cry, you share things with them, and end of the day they are your sisters. So I really felt this with all 9 finalists. And to the girls who are not here today, thank you so much for making me feel home with you guys, and hope to meet you girls very soon. And yeah, this is from me, my most funniest and most memorable moments of Miss Emerald Malaysia. I think counting me in, there will be 4 silver hill here.
Why not block here?
Because I find like block hills are kind of heavy for me because I'm not used to it. So I'm more used to silver hill, and it's more comfortable, obviously agreeing to what Gita said. And it is more like a pageantry kind of look. It gives you the queen figure and appearance to the world. And I would say it's my preference. So it's comfortable. It's something that I would go for. So including me, I think there's 4 in the team.
Yeah.
Okay, including me again, there will be 3 of us in the team. I'll be going for brain, obviously, because without the brains today, I wouldn't be here holding the Miss Emerald first runner-up title. Without my brains and without me thinking about, okay, let's give a try, let's go into it. I'm not going to think about what's going to happen next, whether I'm going to go through any, pebbles. There's a lot of restrictions and stuff like that. Obviously, the positive and the negative outcomes did come out in my brains, but I would say that is where thinking comes in, where you logically think like, okay, if you're going to get into this pageantry world, you should be, mentally ready. And why people say you should mentally be ready, because, anything can just come and swipe you off. Anything can come and just block your way to, get the crown or do anything. So I believe that brains are way more important. But as I have told earlier, my slogan is beauty with brains and a beautiful heart. So I think I'll take out beauty for a while, and I'll put the brain with a beautiful heart, because sometimes people with brains, they can be someone very reputable in the society and stuff, but they do not have a beautiful heart. So like in terms of for an example, like Gita, she's telling like adopt instead of shopping. Like Sonia, her advocacy on child poor and stuff like that, and mine, So all these girls who comes up with all this advocacy thing, if they do not have the brains and a beautiful heart, obviously they would not be advocating today in this pageantry world and in this beautiful platform. So I believe that brains are way more important compared to beauty, because beauty can come in so many different ways. I've seen it in so many different types, and in my whole journey in this pageant, I've seen like all the girls, even in the management team, the beauty is just different. So it's not like a concrete thing, but I would still go for brains. The team that I'll be the one that goes with bright colors.
She likes bright colors.
Is that because you like fairy tales?
No, look at the nails.
No, but when I was young, I usually go for dark colors. But then, ever since like I reached, went to college and uni and all that, I started falling in love with bright colors, because it gives me a different kind of mood. The morning will be very cheerful. I'll be in a very different mood instead of being like moody and all that kind of stuff. But to be very honest, my lucky color is the color that Gita wore today. It's purple. So my most I think my answer would be going to bright colors, for costumes, or even anything around me. I would like something bright because it brightens up my day. So yeah, and attitude. I feel I would go towards attitude, obviously. Why? In my personal opinion, I feel character is something that you can be seen outside in your appearance. the moment when you enter into anything, the first thing that appears to the eyes of the people is your character, the way that you dress up, the way that you come in, your appearance, how's your body language, and like all this kind of thing. So I believe that, in my opinion, that is how people will see you as in your character. But when it comes to attitude, it depends on how, like I would agree to Sonia, where the aura that you actually give to the whole group. The moment when you come in, people are like, they're very cheerful, or they're like, oh, this girl is coming in. So it's two different things because of the attitude that you have given or shown or portrayed to them previously or before this. So I believe that attitude is the one that I will lean to, because it's something that is going to bring you very far in your life. Because if you have a very bad or lowered down attitude to the world, they have a lot of chances that you might not be getting so many things in life, because an attitude of showing good, like giving things, or helping people. Like for example, in this pageant itself, if I do not want to share things with my fellow pageant sisters, that will be an attitude shown by me to them. So in return, you will not get anything. But if that attitude was different, that you share everything, you want to help them, you want to come up together. So I believe that is where that brought me here today, holding this title. So I will lean obviously towards attitude, because that is where it brought me here today, holding this title and being in Miss Emerald Malaysia.
Right.
Tough question, but it's a good one, because why we are here today, signing the contract and the agreement with Miss Emerald Malaysia, is because this is the first time Miss Emerald Malaysia is being conducted here in our country. So I believe we will be the stepping stone. We will be the representative of the first ones to show to the world what represents Miss Emerald Malaysia, what is their purpose, their aim, and how do we conduct and how do we bring this to the light, to the society, and how do we attract girls to join this pageant. So I believe that is our main motive here, because we being the first pioneers to be in Miss Emerald Malaysia, it was difficult for certain contestants to really understand what it is trying to bring out. So I believe three of us and the whole management can actually work together to make this easier to the society, that what are we trying to represent, what are we trying to tell to the world. And obviously the other part of being in the whole management and being to show Miss Emerald to Malaysia and the people out there is obviously by planning a good structure for the next whole year, since we'll be in the contract for 1 year. So it will be a platform for me and the other two of my fellow sisters to plan out a very good schedule, a good plan for the upcomers, and how do we, from our experience and lessons that we have learned, how do we share it out to them? Is it through campaigns or talks, or how do we motivate them? So this will be the things that I have in my mind the moment when I read the agreement. So let's see how we are going to conduct the whole thing later on. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. Okay, supporting. I feel, to be very honest, support is something very important, not only in the pageant world. Let it be in your education, let it be in your life. When without support, sometimes you feel like, there's a broken hand. So I believe in the saying that no man in an island. So my support system from day one, the moment when I say I'm going to get into Miss Emerald Malaysia, to my both parents, mom and dad, thank you so much for allowing me and giving me the support. So so strong that you told me that let it be winning or not winning, you have put yourself into it, so just go for it. Thank you, mom and dad, for supporting me from day one. My sister, obviously, who is my little small fashion designer at home, she's the one who picks everything for me. So thank you so much from my heart to you. My friends, obviously, personally, to Hari, Kumar, Yash, Vino, and all of this, they have not been there physically, but emotionally they have been there throughout my ups and downs. I have to say, personally, from my heart, thank you so much for being there with me from day one. I know I have times where I called and cried, and because it has been very difficult moments to jungle up between education, studying, work life, and the pageant. I believe it's the same for everyone. So thank you so much. And last but not least, my supporters out there, you have been there from ever since I started this journey. I didn't even think or thought of that. Tomorrow when I step out of this pageant, people will know me. But today, people will realize, hey Priya, I saw you in Miss Emerald Malaysia. I saw you here and there. So I'm like, wow, okay, this is where the platform have brought me, and this is my supporters. And obviously to the media partners here today, thank you so much for showcasting us, letting Miss Emerald Malaysia to shine out in Malaysia and obviously to the international level. And yeah, that is what I would like to gratitude and show my thanks to all of you here today. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Alright.